Your emotions will either make you or break you. Life isn't going to wait for you to catch up, so you have to get your emotions in check. Stop letting your feelings run the show and start controlling them before they control you. Strength isn't just about muscles, it's about discipline, mindset, and emotional control. You cannot afford to react to everything. Some people say something slick and you jump. That's weak. Strong people don't react, they respond. They think, they choose their battles. Every time you react without thinking, you hand over your power. You let somebody else dictate how you feel and how you act. That's not strength. That's letting somebody else drive your life while you sit in the passenger seat. The world is full of people who want to push your buttons. Do you ever notice how some folks love to provoke you, get a reaction, and then sit back and watch the show? That's because they know your emotions control you. You have to be smarter than that. You have to know when to step back, breathe, and assess the situation. Every reaction isn't worth it. Emotional control isn't about being cold or heartless. It's about being strategic. It's about knowing when to engage and when to walk away. A person who reacts to everything is easily manipulated. They're always in a state of defense. A strong person stays calm, thinks ahead, and decides the best move. Sometimes silence is your greatest weapon. You don't always have to clap back, respond, or prove your point. Let people underestimate you. Let them think they got to you. In reality, you're 10 steps ahead because you're not operating off emotion, you're operating off wisdom. Most arguments, fights, and misunderstandings happen because people react before they think. And what happens after? Regret. You regret what you said. You regret how you acted. You wish you had handled it differently. But the damage is done. You can't take back words and you can't undo actions. That's why control matters. The more self-control you have, the more power you hold. Have you ever seen a lion react to a barking dog? No, because the lion knows who he is. The lion stays calm because he knows he's the king. That's the energy you need to have. Stay in control. Stay composed and move like you're built for greatness. Every time you stop yourself from reacting, you're getting stronger. Every time you choose patience over impulse, you're leveling up. Every time you refuse to be triggered, you're proving to yourself that your emotions don't own you, you own them. Are you mad? You hurt? Are you sad? That's fine. But don't go making a decision that's going to mess up your future over how you feel in the moment. Emotions fade, but the damage you do in a weak moment, that stays. Have you ever been so angry that you said something you couldn't take back? Have you ever been so heartbroken that you made a dumb choice just to feel better? That's what happens when you let emotions run your life. Feelings change. What feels like the end of the world today might not even matter next month. But the decision you made, that sticks. People have lost jobs, relationships, opportunities, and even their freedom because they acted off emotion. They let anger push them into a fight. They let sadness make them quit. They let frustration make them walk away from something they should have fought for. And later they realize it wasn't worth it. When emotions are high, intelligence is low. That's why you have to pause before you act. When you're upset, step back. Give yourself time. Don't send that text. Don't make that call. Don't quit. Don't make a decision that you'll have to spend years fixing. Strength is knowing how to sit with your emotions without letting them dictate your actions. Feel what you feel, but don't let it control you. Let the storm pass before you decide anything. Let logic catch up to your emotions before you act. There's power in patience. There's power in waiting. Some of the best decisions you'll ever make will come after you calmed down, thought it through, and responded with wisdom instead of emotion. That's how you win. Every time you pause instead of reacting, you're proving to yourself that you're in control. Every time you think before you act, you're setting yourself up for success. And every time you don't let emotions drive your decisions, you're stepping into real strength. Some folks are just here to pull you into their chaos, their drama, their negativity, their nonsense is not yours to carry. Be strong enough to walk away from anything that steals your peace. Not everybody deserves access to your energy. Some people are only in your life to drain you, distract you, and keep you stuck. You know the ones that always got a problem, always got some mess going on, always need something. And if you let them, they'll suck the life out of you. You can't be strong if you're always surrounded by weak energy. Weak people want company. They don't want to grow, they don't want to change, and they don't want you to either. They feed off drama, they thrive on complaining. And if you're not careful, they'll drag you into their world. Strength is knowing when to let go. Some people are just not meant to go with you to the next level. That's a hard truth, but it's real. The stronger you get, the more you'll outgrow people. And that's okay. Everybody can't come with you. Your energy is your responsibility. Protect it. If a person, a situation, or a habit is draining you more than it's helping you, cut it off. No apologies, no explanations. Just walk away. It takes strength to say, I'm done. It takes strength to stop giving second chances to people who keep showing you they don't deserve them. It takes strength to put yourself first, to choose peace over drama, and to leave behind what no longer serves you. The moment you start protecting your energy, your life changes. You feel lighter, you think clearer, and you move with purpose. That's the power of walking away from what drains you. Anger is a powerful emotion, but it's also dangerous if you don't control it. Too many people have lost everything because they let anger take the wheel. One bad decision, one moment of rage, and it can cost you your job, your relationships, and even your freedom. That's why mastering your anger is one of the greatest strengths you can have. Do you ever notice how people will poke at you just to get a reaction? They want you to explore. They want you to say something reckless. They want you to lose control so they can use it against you. The strongest person in the room isn't the one yelling and throwing punches. It's the one who keeps their composure while everyone else is losing theirs. When you let anger control you, you hand over your power. You're no longer thinking, you're reacting. And when you react without thinking, you make mistakes. You say things you regret. You do things you can't take back. That's why emotional control is key. If you can keep your cool when you're mad, you're ahead of 90% of people. That doesn't mean you let people walk all over you. That doesn't mean you don't defend yourself. It means you handle situations with wisdom, not impulse. You fight smart, not reckless. You speak with control, not aggression. You make decisions from a place of power, not rage. The best way to master your anger is to understand it. What triggers you? What sets you off? What makes you lose control? Identify it so that when it happens, you already know how to handle it. You learn how to pause, breathe, and think before you act. That's strength. That's discipline. People will test you. Life will throw situations at you that make you want to snap. But the real test is whether you let it break you or if you stand firm. When you control your anger, you control your life. And when you control your life, you become unstoppable. Strength isn't about fighting every battle. It's about knowing which battles are worth your energy. Most of them aren't. Master your anger, and you master your future. Pain is part of life. You can't escape it. You can't avoid it. And you sure can't run from it. But here's what you got to understand. Pain is temporary. It feels like it's going to last forever, but it won't. What will last forever is the strength you build by pushing through it. Most people quit when it hurts. They give up when they feel pain. That's why most people never reach their full potential. But the strong ones, they keep going. They use pain as fuel. They turn struggle into power. Every hardship, every setback, every disappointment, it's all shaping you. Have you ever been through something so painful that you thought you'd never recover? But look at you, you're still here. You survived it. You might have scars, you might have wounds, but you're stronger because of it. That's proof right there that pain doesn't last, but the strength it gives you does. The problem is that most people focus on the pain instead of what it's teaching them. They complain, they dwell on it, and they let it consume them. But pain has a purpose. It's building you. It's preparing you for something bigger. Every great person you admire has been through something painful. They didn't let it break them, they let it mold them. You can either let pain weaken you or let it sharpen you. The choice is yours. You either cry about it or you grind through it. You either sit in it or you rise from it. But know there's no pain is wasted. Every struggle you face is giving you something. You just have to be strong enough to see it. There will be days when it feels too heavy, when you want to give up, when you don't see the point in pushing forward. But those are the days that matter the most. Because every time you keep going when you want to quit, you're getting stronger. Every time you refuse to let pain win, you're proving to yourself that you're built for more. Pain is temporary. Weakness is a choice. Strength is forever. Decide who you want to be. Life will test you. People will test you. But no matter what happens, never let them see you sweat. Never let them see you break. You might be struggling. You might be hurting. But you hold your head up and move like you got it all under control. That's power. Weak people wear their emotions on their sleeve. The moment life gets hard, they fall apart in front of everyone. And you know what happens? People lose respect for them. People take advantage of them. People use their weaknesses against them. That's why you have to stay solid. Even when you feel like you're falling apart inside, you move like you're unshakable. This ain't about pretending. It's about protecting your power. Not everybody deserves to see you vulnerable. Not everybody needs to know what's going on in your life. Some people are just waiting for you to slip up so they can use it against you. That's why real strength is silent. You handle your business privately. You struggle in silence. And when you come out on top, people wonder how you did it. That doesn't mean you never ask for help. It means you're selective about who you let in. You don't share your problems with people who can't help you. You don't vent to people who secretly want to see you fail. You move smart. You keep your emotions in check. People respect strength. They respect composure. The moment you let your emotions take over in front of the wrong people, you lose control. You let them know how to push your buttons. You let them know what gets to you. And that's exactly how you give away your power. The strongest people you see, they've been through hell. But you wouldn't know it because they didn't let it break them. They kept moving. They kept pushing. They carried themselves like winners before they even won. And that's exactly how you need to be. Life ain't fair. People will disappoint you. Hard times will come. But you stay firm. You stay in control. And you never, ever let them see you sweat. Your words are powerful. What you say can build you up or tear you down. What you say can open doors or close them forever. You can lose opportunities, relationships, and respect just by saying the wrong thing at the wrong moment. That's why you have to control your mouth if you want to control your life. Most people don't think before they speak. They let their emotions take over and they say things they regret. And once it's out there, you can't take it back. Have you ever seen somebody ruin everything because they couldn't keep their mouth shut? That's what happens when you let emotions do the talking instead of wisdom. Silence is power. The less you say, the more people wonder what you're thinking. The more you listen, the more you learn. The smartest person in the room isn't the one talking the most, it's the one observing, analyzing, and waiting for the right moment to speak. When you control your words, people respect what you say because they know it has value. Don't argue with fools. Don't waste your energy proving a point to people who don't even matter. The moment you let someone pull you into nonsense, you're giving away your strength. Not every battle is worth fighting, and not every comment needs a response. Let people talk. Let them assume. Let them doubt you. Your actions will speak louder than any words ever could. And let me tell you something, speak life into yourself. Stop tearing yourself down with your own words. Stop saying, I'm not good enough, I'll never make it, I always mess up. The way you talk to yourself shapes your reality. If you keep speaking about failure over your life, don't be surprised when failure shows up. But if you start speaking power, confidence, and success, that's exactly what you'll attract. Do you ever notice how successful people don't waste time complaining? They don't waste time gossiping. They don't waste time speaking negativity. They protect their words because they know their words shape their life. If you want to be strong, start speaking like it. If you want to be successful, start talking like it. If you want to win, speak victory over yourself every single day. Control your mouth, control your emotions, and watch how much your life changes. One of the biggest mistakes you can make in life is begging people to stay. You don't chase, you don't plead, and you don't try to force people to see your worth. If they want to leave, let them go. If they don't see your value, that's their loss. Your strength comes from knowing who you are, not from who stays in your life. Weak people beg. They hold on to toxic relationships. They lower their standards just to keep somebody around. And in the end, they lose themselves trying to keep someone who was never meant for them in the first place. If somebody can walk away from you, you don't stop them, you open the door wider. Because anybody who truly values you won't leave. You have to get comfortable with people walking away. Some people are only meant to be in your life for a season. Some people were never meant to stay. Some people only came into your life to teach you a lesson, not to be part of your future. And the quicker you understand that, the quicker you can move forward with power. When you chase, you lower yourself. You start accepting disrespect. You start tolerating things you shouldn't. You start bending over backward for people who wouldn't do the same for you. And every time you do that, you lose a little more of your self-worth. That's why strong people don't beg, they attract. They focus on themselves, their goals, their purpose, and the right people come naturally. But you want respect. Start respecting yourself first. Do you want loyalty? Be loyal to yourself first. The energy you give yourself is the energy you attract. If you keep allowing people to treat you like an option, don't be surprised when they do. The moment you start valuing yourself, you'll see who deserves to be in your life. Stop chasing people. Stop holding on to what's not meant for you. The right people will never leave, and the wrong ones will remove themselves. Let them. Motivation is a feeling. Some days you have it, some days you don't. But discipline. That's what separates the weak from the strong. That's what separates the successful from the average. If you only do what you need to do when you feel like it, you'll never get anywhere. The problem with most people is they wait to feel like doing something. They wait until they're in the mood. But the truth is, you're not always going to feel like working, grinding, pushing forward. That's why discipline is more important than motivation. Discipline means you do it whether you feel like it or not. Do you think champions feel like training every day? Do you think successful people feel like waking up early and grinding Orman every morning? No. But they do it anyway. They built the habit, they trained themselves to move even when they're tired, even when they're unmotivated, even when they don't see immediate results. That's why they win. Weak people make excuses. They say, I'm not in the mood today, or I'll start tomorrow. And guess what? Tomorrow never comes. That's why their life never changes. But the discipline. They don't wait for the perfect moment. They create the moment. They show up every single day, no matter how they feel. The best part, the more disciplined you are, the easier it gets. Your emotions stop controlling you. Your habits take over. And that's when real strength kicks in. You don't even have to think about it anymore. You just do it because it's who you are. Forget motivation. Motivation fades. Discipline lasts forever. Discipline is strength. And if you master it, you will be unstoppable. Confidence is everything. How you carry yourself determines how people treat you. If you walk around like you're unsure, like you don't believe in yourself, people will treat you like that. But if you move with certainty, like you belong in the room, like you are destined for greatness, people will respect that energy. You don't need permission to be great. You don't need people to validate you. You validate yourself. You decide that you're worthy, that you're strong, that you're capable. And once you believe it, the world will start believing it too. Look at successful people. They don't second guess themselves. They don't hesitate. They walk, talk, and move like they own the room. That confidence is what separates them. And it ain't fake, it's trained. They work for it. They built it. And you can too. You don't have to wait until you make it to act like a winner. You start now. You dress the part. You talk the part. You move like you're already successful. Because once you start believing you are, your actions will follow and the results will come. Stop doubting yourself. Stop shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. You are meant for something bigger. But it starts with you believing it first. Walk like you're already there. Move like it's already yours. And watch the world make room for you. Fear is a liar. It whispers in your ear telling you that you're not ready, that you're not good enough, that you'll fail if you try. And too many people believe that lie. They let fear stop them before they even start. But let me tell you something, fear only has power if you give it power. The only way to break free is to stop feeding it. Fear will make you settle. It'll keep you in places you've outgrown. It'll make you hold on to relationships that don't serve you. It'll make you stay at a job you hate. Why? Because fear hates change. Fear wants to keep you comfortable, and comfort is the enemy of growth. You'll never become who you're meant to be if you keep running from fear instead of facing it. Do you ever notice how the things you fear the most are usually the things you need to do the most? That's because your breakthrough is on the other side of fear. The dream, the success, the life you want, it's all waiting for you. But you've got to be bold enough to go get it. And that means pushing past every doubt, every worry, every voice in your head telling you that you can't. Fear isn't real. The danger is real, but fear is just a feeling. It's a prediction of something that hasn't even happened yet. Think about that. Fear makes you suffer over things that don't even exist. And most of the time, the thing you were scared of turns out to be nothing once you finally face it. Strong people don't live in fear. They feel it, but they don't bow to it. They don't let it make decisions for them. They acknowledge it, they move through it. And they come out stronger on the other side. That's how you grow. That's how you win. You don't get rid of fear by waiting for it to go away. You get rid of it by moving forward despite it. Every step you take in faith weakens fear's hold on you. The more you do what scares you, the less power fear has. And before you know it, you'll look back and realize fear never had control, you did. So stop letting fear control your life. Walk through it, rise above it, and step into the strength that's already inside you. Everything starts in your mind. The way you think determines the way you live. If your mindset is weak, your life will be weak. If your mindset is strong, nothing can break you. That's why winners think differently. They don't let negativity, doubt, or fear control their thoughts. They train their mind to be their greatest weapon. Weak people let their thoughts control them. They sit around dwelling on their problems, their failures, and their past mistakes. They focus on what's wrong instead of what's possible. And that's why their life never changes. Your thoughts create your reality. What you focus on, you attract. If you keep thinking like a victim, Life will keep treating you like one. A strong mind is built through discipline. You have to be intentional about what you allow in your head, what you watch, what you listen to, who you surround yourself with. It all matters. You can't expect to have a powerful mindset if you're feeding your mind negativity every day. You have to protect your peace. You have to train your mind the way you train your body daily, consistently, with purpose. Have you ever seen someone go through hell and still come out stronger? That's mindset. They didn't break because they refused to. They didn't let their situation define them. They didn't let pain make them bitter. They trained themselves to see the lesson, to find the opportunity, to turn every setback into a setup for a comeback. That's mental toughness. The world will test you. Life will throw challenges at you. But if your mind is strong, you'll never fold. You'll take every loss and turn it into wisdom. You'll take every failure and use it as fuel. You'll take every storm and turn it into strength. That's what separates the ones who win from the ones who quit. Do you want success? Train your mind. Do you want peace? Control your thoughts. Do you want to be unstoppable? Strengthen your mindset. Because at the end of the day, it's not what happens to you, it's how you think about it that determines your future. Your mind is either your greatest enemy or your greatest weapon. Choose wisely.